Stats and probabilities help us determine expectations. And those expectations are what we call reliability or consistency. So let me give you some fun sports stats about reliability and consistency as it relates to probabilities. In the NBA, shooting a free throw is what you consider a gimme. Nobody's guarding you. You have 10 seconds to go through your routine and then shoot the ball at the hoop and ideally make it. In the NBA, Steph Curry, Kyrie Irving, Damian Lillard, and Kevin Durant all shoot historically above 88% at the line, meaning when they miss, it's highly unexpected because with a sample size of 1, 2, or 3, you actually expect them to make all of those because that's what the previous data has shown us. Let's keep it going. Let's talk about the MLB. Aaron Judge, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., and Shohei Ohtani all strike out 2 times out of 3. But it's their consistency in hitting 1 out of every 3 that makes them great and the best hitters in the game. So if you attend one of their games, you are in the crowd and you're watching, the first couple at-bats, if they strike out, that third time they step up, the likelihood that they actually get a hit, get on base, or even score or account for a score is pretty high. That's what the stats have shown about their batting averages. Here are just a few more for you. Back to the NBA, the reigning MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, or SGA for short, shot the ball at a 51% clip, meaning every other shot that he took, he made. So him missing 2 in a row is kind of unexpected because you know that when one goes up and he misses, the next one's probably going in. And that's an unbelievable number, by the way, if you're not a basketball fan. 51% is absurd. And in the NFL, kicking a 60-yard field goal or further has a 40% chance of going in. And so these are low probability things that might occur with high reward, meaning your ball doesn't have to move that far down the field in order for your kicker to potentially have a solid chance at scoring 3 points on the board and ideally putting your team ahead or even winning the game. So we all agree that stats matter, whether it's sports or something more serious in life. The probability of something happening has a huge impact on the way that we behave as humans. So why wouldn't the same be true for our trading? So using stats and probabilities is exactly what I included in my volume gap system. Instead of just taking signals and hoping that they work out, I wanted to know specifically what were my odds of having success before I enter a trade. And so I plotted them out. I turned my indicator into a strategy. And then from there, I looked at different stop loss levels to make sure that they fit for the 1-minute chart specifically. And then plotted different take profit levels and what my odds were of success. And so like this sell signal here hits our 81% level here, our take profit 1. So anytime I get a sell signal, the first take profit when it's a sell signal over a 3-year back test and over 10,000 trades is more than that. There's an 81.8% chance price hits that level first before hitting my stop loss. There's a 69%, almost 70% chance price hits my take profit 2 before my stop loss. 52.5% chance price hits here before my stop loss gets hit, which is actually very good, very profitable. And then my take profit 4 is at 40.8%. If I was going to automate this and not touch it at all, I would automate with these 2 take profits because they have the most edge. That being said, when I get into a trade, I now know what my chances are of winning. So if I just take my take profit 2 as an example. This solid move right here, I know I've got a 70% chance, 7 out of 10 trades are going to hit. That's very profitable for me. And so I could set my take profit here, walk away with my stop loss already set, knowing that I'm probably going to win this trade. And if I don't, if I keep taking the same trade over and over and over, I'm going to come out ahead. Same thing on the upside. I don't have an upside signal to show you right now because the market's live and active, and I'd rather just show it live to you so you don't think I'm cherry picking anything. But looking at stats and percentages can help us set like our likelihood. And also what it can do is help me see what size I should be using. A smaller take profit like this compared to a stop loss up here isn't going to move a needle a lot unless my wins are huge and I avoid multiple losses, which is why this percentage has to be very high. If I was going for a much larger take profit, say something like down here, I could size pretty small because I'm going to lose way more trades than I'm going to win. That's 1. But 2, when I win, I'm going to make more money than I lose. And so I don't need a ton of wins to be ultra profitable. I just need to keep taking trades and stick to my averages because sometimes I'll be above that 40.8%. Sometimes I can be down, but if I do it long enough, I will average out to being profitable there. And as you can see, my take profit 2 actually just got hit and then price reverse, so really good spot there. Now, you could do this too. This is not unique to what I am doing. You take your strategy that you use, whether you get signals or it's a confluence of different things, you turn it into an indicator, then you turn that into a strategy, and then from there you play with different stop loss levels until you find one that makes sense for I'm on an NQ 1 minute chart, 15 points is my stop loss. And then you play with different take profit levels and then you plot those out. So that way when you get into your trades, you can do a 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, however long back test you want to do, as many trades as you need to give you that concrete proof that it works, or even that it doesn't, need to move on to something. You plot that on there, and then when you get into a trade, you know exactly what your chances are of winning and losing. And that gives you comfort because you can set a take profit and walk away knowing that the odds might be in your favor. This would be like going to the casino and knowing you're going to win 57, 58% of the time. You don't have to do anything else than just play more hands, play more rounds, and you will come out ahead. It's the same thing here. It's just displayed on the chart. So the rest of this video will be live trades that I was able to take. What I have is the bot set up to enter the trades for me. I set my take profit, I set my stop loss, and then I let the thing run. And today was a really good day. We had 5 trades. We didn't miss one at all, and we had 2 different funded accounts that we traded with Alpha Futures, who I really like. Use code ES if you want to give them a shot. And we were able to get to our profit goal to then be ready to earn a payout in one of our accounts, and the other account needs to get back to profit before we are ready to do so as well. So enjoy the trades. If you have any questions, let me know. Put them in the comments. If you like access or you like a demo of this to see it live, just book a call with me and we can do that. All right, enjoy the trades, and I'll see you in the next video.